Renaissance Masters, Comparative Analysis by Leighton Gould. The thesis. The Last Supper and the Four Apostles are two defining pieces of the High and Northern Renaissance movements, both depicting religious themes and having masterful painting techniques and composition. Leonardo da Vinci was the painter of the Last Supper, and Albrecht Dürer was the painter of the Four Apostles. So, the artist. Leonardo da Vinci, he was an Italian painter, sculptor, and architect, as well as an inventor and scientist. He was born in Vinci, Italy. He lived during the High Italian Renaissance, which was defined by an explosion of art, science, and philosophy. He was also a master of mathematics and anatomy. He was a member of the High Renaissance period, which took place in Italy. Albrecht Dürer, on the other hand, he was German. He was a painter, printmaker, and Renaissance theorist born in Nuremberg, Germany. He actually lived during the Protestant Reformation, which was a time of great religious turmoil and change. The Northern Renaissance that ran side by side with the High Renaissance. It was the movement that was in Northern Europe at the time, and that emphasized things like meticulous detail and oil painting. So an examination of the artworks. So in the Last Supper, the color that Da Vinci uses, it was a softer color palette. This includes lighter tones like blues and reds. While in the Four Apostles, Dürer uses richer and deeper colors. In brushwork and techniques, the painting, the Last Supper painting, is a mixture of tempera and oil on plaster. And Da Vinci uses subtle and blended brushwork, which created more realism within the painting. Now, the tempera and oil mixture actually has led to a quicker deterioration in the modern day. Now, the brushwork and technique that Dürer uses, so the painting was made using oil paint on a lindenwood canvas. That's different from the Last Supper. And this helped Dürer create more meticulous detail in the painting. The subject matter of the Last Supper was Jesus and the 12 disciples during the meal when Judas betrays him, and the subject matter of the Four Apostles were four of the apostles: John, Peter, Paul, and Mark. So, in some notable things, so composition, Da Vinci, he has a main center point, which he uses Jesus Christ as in the painting. Regarding light and shadow, Da Vinci was credited with mastering techniques, specifically sfumato. These techniques created light and dark contrast and hazy transitions, which added more of a lifelike feel to his paintings. While Dürer, he does not have as much contrast and flow in his paintings. Now, depiction of the human form, both Da Vinci and Dürer were masters of anatomy and the physical body, and both of the figures in the paintings were well formed and accurate. Now, thematic elements. Both Da Vinci and Dürer often depicted religious and humanistic themes in their paintings, while in the paintings that are being analyzed, both of them were religious. Historical and cultural influences. Da Vinci and Dürer were influenced by the Renaissance period, specifically the Italian Renaissance. Now, Da Vinci himself was a resident of Italy during the time, and Dürer traveled to Italy during his career, which helped bring inspiration to him and defined a lot of his style and technique. Both Da Vinci and Dürer were significant figures in the history of the High Northern Renaissance. They both are very famous up to the modern day, and personally, I would say between the two pieces, Da Vinci has the edge due to just the significance of the subject matter that he depicted. The Last Supper is such a critical point in Christian history that, such a elegant painting will definitely stay relevant, especially in the modern day. Personally, I also believe that Da Vinci had the greatest impact between the two artists, specifically that The Last Supper is still an extremely famous piece in the modern day. Unlike the work of Dürer, now more art aficionados will examine Dürer, but your regular person will know more about the work of Da Vinci and especially The Last Supper. Conclusion. So through the use of masterful technique and precision, The Last Supper and The Four Apostles were defining pieces of the High and Northern Renaissance movements. Da Vinci and Dürer were both masters of their craft and demonstrated expertise in figures and precision in their paintings. The Last Supper still has relevance to pop culture and to the modern day, while The Four Apostles can definitely still be enjoyed for its technical skill and excellent detail. Then here is the works cited. Thank you.